Sometimes the things that we compare ourselves to that prevent us from celebrating how awesome we are on a daily basis is not even our stuff. And versus you celebrating yourself for how far you've gotten, you're beating yourself up for all the spaces that you're not. And so then what ends up happening is you fall out of gratitude. Are you looking to shut down some of the open tabs in your head? If you're a professional mom with ADHD like me, girl, I feel you. And this is why I created the Simplify My Life newsletter. The Simplify My Life newsletter shares real life tips, resources, and support to help you shut down the noise and navigate your ADHD life. Trust me, this is the one email you'll be looking forward to opening in your inbox. Join today at the link in the show notes below, and I'll see you there. Welcome to We Ain't Normal. My name is Charmaine Fuller, and I'm an everyday mom sharing how I navigate my ADHD brain. Each week, we share tools, inspiration, and resources to help you uncover how to reclaim your time, energy, and focus. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Now on to our show. What's up? Welcome back to the We Ain't Normal show. This is Charmaine. Thank you so much for joining me on this solo episode. Today, I am going to be talking to you about celebrating yourself. Why is that not an easy thing for us to do as women? Why is that so hard for us to see all of the good that we have done during the course of a day, an hour sometimes? Sometimes that ish can be hour by hour, right? But we don't celebrate ourselves. Why is that? Why is it so hard? That's one of the hardest things that moms have, one of the hardest challenges when they come to a workshop or when we do one-on-one consulting. And I have them do this project called victory mapping. That's what I call it for now. I might call it something else later, but I got it loosely. It's loosely based off of something that I did with Jack Canfield a long time ago, where you had a victory journal. And every day you wrote out something about yourself that you were proud of yourself for doing. And I swear on all things holy, that felt like the dumbest thing to do. Like I do shit because I'm supposed to do shit because I'm a mom, and that's just what I'm supposed to do. And I don't need to celebrate myself for stuff that I'm supposed to be doing. Like, who does that? Like, that's just weird. And I begin to realize that the more I celebrated myself, the more confident I became, the more I became able to use my voice and speak up for myself as a mom, as a wife, as an employee, as a business owner, as a friend, as a human, because I knew the awesomeness that I truly had a internal knowingness of what it is that I bring to the table in any given situation, right? And not in a cocky way, but just in a way that I'm not going to let you discount the value I bring because you don't see it. That's not my problem. And a lot of the times as moms, what happens is we discount ourselves and we allow others to discount us until that shit boils over. Then it's like, what you not finna do is you not finna do this, and you not finna do that, and you not finna do that, and I'm not finna do this no more, and you gonna have to figure it out, and boom, we gonna strike, boom, bye, I'm gone. And that's normally how it plays out. We often don't realize how badass we are, and we don't stand in that until there's this huge event of us being pushed beyond our limits. And so victory mapping is a way that keeps that conversation going for yourself and for the people in your circle, just to understand, again, not in a cocky way, not in a way of, you popping your neck and getting stuff, and snapping your fingers and clapping. Like it's not in that way, but it helps everyone. It helps you to continue to see how you're worth, and the more confident you are about that, the more those around you see it as well. So how do you victory map? Like, victory mapping is about self-image. One of the things that I realized as I started to victory map was how I was seeing myself, because it took me a minute to start celebrating, like I said, start celebrating the things that I felt like a mom should already be doing, because I just saw myself as a mom. My self-image was, I am just a mom. Do you find yourself doing that? Well, I'm just a mom. Well, it's just something that, I was supposed to do anyway. Well, it's just the kids, it's just this. And so you kind of discount whatever it is you do with the word just. Oh, it's no big deal, just a little something, you your self-image about yourself. That's why it's called self-image. But your self-image is based on the innermost thoughts that you have about yourself. So if your innermost dialogue is not celebrating you, then that shows in your outer life. I so hope that makes sense. This is a method. Victory mapping is a method to help you celebrate your wins. And let me tell you, some days my wins were, I didn't cuss out the driver in front of me. I made dinner. Even though I didn't feel like it, I made dinner because I have financial goals, and I could have went and got a pizza, but I didn't. Wins could be, and we call those small, right? As moms are like, oh my God, that's so small. Those are huge. There is no big win. There is no small win. It's just a win, babe. And I want you to begin to see all the little things that you do and to begin to celebrate and show gratitude for who you are and how you show up. Again, this tends to be, I don't know if you've ever done the mirror exercise where you go in the mirror and you tell yourself how fabulous you are. And if you're not used to celebrating yourself, like I didn't even let people celebrate my birthday. Like it would be like, I don't want you to celebrate me. Let's just keep it low key. It's no big deal. Let's just make sure the kids get their stuff. And, because I had my oldest son's birthday was in December. My birthday's in January. My youngest son's birthday's in February. My brother's birthday was in March. My daughter's birthday is in April. So I would be like, don't worry about me. Let's make sure the kids get what they want to get for their birthdays, and let's get this together. If you find yourself minimizing or downplaying who you are, what you want, this will be a very valuable exercise for you as well. But victory mapping, victory journaling, whatever you want to call it, helps you to look at your self-image and just really see how capable you are. It helps you to see all the things that you do during a day. One of the things that I had to learn and that I teach is that being able to go back in that victory journal and go, oh my gosh, this week, because at the end of the week, I know for me, sometimes at the end of the week, it can feel like I got nothing accomplished. I was the most horrible human. I failed in all of my duties as a mother. Like I should just throw the whole week out and start over. Going back to look at my journals of the things that were awesome that I accomplished, whether that journal is written or, on my device, is so mind-blowing to me every week. Even going back into my planner and looking at the task that I handled. And even if I didn't handle all the tasks, it makes me remember that maybe I didn't complete all the tasks because it was the week of my cycle and I planned too much shit anyway. And this wasn't really supposed to get done. So I'm really proud of myself. Victory. Proud of myself for pulling back versus pushing forward when my body really called me to rest. Yes, I had these things planned for the week, but a kid got sick. And so versus me being resentful, I was grateful that I was there for that space and able to help my child heal. It gave me time to sit and relax. And so I'm proud of myself for not looking at this as an opportunity of like my kid is secretly trying to hold me back. So that is the beauty of victory journaling mapping and going back to look over the things that you created throughout your week, to help you to stay accountable and focused for that. The more you begin to notice, like I said, your awesomeness, the more joy you're going to bring into your life. The more joy you bring into your life, the more joy you project out into the lives of others. And the more you just begin to I'm not going to save that part. Be digging in my nose. Victory mapping helps to keep you from feeling like you are perpetually dropping the ball. If you're like, oh my God, I can, oh my gosh, I never feel like I finish anything. I never feel like I'm enough in this, or that I've dropped the ball with the kids. I'm perpetually running behind. It keeps you from looking at all of the shit you think you're doing wrong to help you see things that you're doing right, and realizing that you're not really all that behind. I think a lot of the times, I know for me, the reason why I feel like I'm behind 99% of the time is because I'm either comparing my current situation to an older version of me who was in her 20s and had no children, or I'm comparing myself to someone on social, or maybe just in the circle of awesome women that I know, and what she's doing in her life. And so then it always feels like I'm perpetually dropping the ball in my life. And so victory journaling, mapping helps me. I know I'm using the words interchangeably, but it helps me to give notice to my subconscious mind, my conscious mind, that you are not behind. Everything that you're doing is really in alignment with where your life is right now. Even though this is not what you want to be doing, everything you're doing is in alignment with where your life is right now. And so you are taking the right steps. Having that validation, having that in your face, helps me to not get too caught up in comparisons and judgments, because I'm really focused on running my own race. And what is it that I'm doing? What have I already done to improve myself, my life? And it's nothing that is too small or too big. Like I said, as simple as I didn't go off. My husband came at me sideways. I didn't go off. I showed love, right? um I'm proud of me for, like I said before, making dinner. I'm proud of me for maybe moving my body today. I'm proud of me for closing that deal. Like most people don't celebrate themselves for that. Like, I ask women, so what are you going to do once you hit, I have another podcast on life dumping. So, okay, you reach this goal, or you make really good progress within the next 30 days. How are you going to celebrate the action you took? And they get silent. They're like, okay, well, it's a financial goal and I don't want to spend more money. I'm like, you don't have to spend more money to celebrate yourself. It could be taking a walk by yourself. It could be going to the park. It could be having a unhampered game night with your kids. Whatever celebration looks like for you. I think a lot of the times when we pull into, like, how do I celebrate myself, you always feel like it has to cost you a big bag of money in order for you to say, I have done a great job. And sometimes the only thing you need in that holy instant is for you to go, I am so proud of you. Like, looking yourself in the mirror and going, I am so proud of you. You are doing a really good job with the skill set and resources you have. It's going to get better. You're doing a great job. And having the victory mapping piece of it, being able to go in and tell yourself on a daily basis, look, this is not about being perfect. This is about creating a habit that is going to support your mental sanity, your growth, and your mindset. Okay. And your mindset. It's about celebrating you right now. You want to stop feeling like you're always dropping the ball, and that you're always 2 steps behind, or that something is missing. Start to celebrate. And this is different than gratitude. I want you to be really clear about that. Celebrating yourself is different than having a gratitude list. Gratitude just does not, this is all about you. Victory is all about you. It's not about, I'm grateful for my house because it keeps us safe. I'm grateful for my spouse because he's awesome. I'm grateful that my kids can walk to school because it gives me, it's not gratitude. Victory is all about you. What are you proud of yourself for? And you need to have that in your life, because if you don't show yourself that you're proud of yourself, if you don't take that time to celebrate you, to celebrate who you are and what you've come through, even in a day, let's not even talk about a lifetime as a mom. You end up being burned out because you keep attaining for something that may not even be realistic. Like, really, go back to the life dumping episode, and take a listen, because sometimes the things that we compare ourselves to that prevent us from celebrating how awesome we are on a daily basis is not even our stuff. It's not even an alignment for us to be worried about. It's not, it's not for you. It's not your lane. It's not your calling. It's not your anointing. It's not the life you're supposed to have right now. And versus you celebrating yourself for how far you've gotten, you're beating yourself up for all the spaces that you're not. And so then what ends up happening is you fall out of gratitude. You fall out of gratitude. You fall out of that grace, and you move yourself into forcing, not listening to your spirit, not giving yourself space to just be, and you end up becoming burned out and depleted. If you are not celebrating yourself, I'm gonna say something that might be a little controversial. I don't care how much gratitude journaling you're doing. That's great. Gratitude, yes, gratitude is the mechanism that brings things closer to us in our life. But this is self-gratitude. You cannot be grateful for everything in your external life and not be grateful for yourself and what you've done. You just can't. You can't do that. You can't say every day you're grateful for your house and other people around you, but then you go, damn, I fucked that up again. Oh my goodness, how come I can never seem to get this right? Like, when am I going to be able to start making money in my business? When I need what? That's not showing gratitude for you. So you're going to keep getting more of what you're complaining about. So I want to invite you. I want to implore you. I want to pull you by your hand, sis, and go, hey, get you a notebook, get you the note taking app on your phone, whatever. I use them all, because some days I'm like, I don't pull my journal or write it on my notepad on my phone. Sometimes I put it in a journal. Sometimes I write it on a piece of paper. Sometimes I'm in the mirror and I say it. But I take time. Now I take time throughout the day. I don't write it out every day because now it's a practice. But I take time every day to stop and look at myself and go, I'm so proud of you. You know what, girl, I am so proud of you. Because today, Katie at work was doing the most and you didn't go off. You let her have that one and you kept your peace. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Your child just fell out in the middle of the floor and had a tantrum and you kept your cool. You may have went home and cried later, but you kept your cool in the store. I'm so proud of you. Oh my God. I am so proud of you. I want to say that today. I am so proud of you for being on this podcast and to be listening. I'm so proud of you for taking the time out for yourself to give yourself this space to improve, enhance your life and create it in a way that works for you. I am proud of you. I am proud of you for all the shit that you're juggling that as moms, we probably shouldn't be juggling by ourselves, but hell, we kind of got to. Proud of you for that. Start being proud of yourself. Start writing down your victories, because you have victories every moment, every day, every hour, every minute, every second. Your victory of yourself, your gratitude of yourself is so connected to how you see the world around you. It's the inner work. It's the inner work. And if you're just being grateful for and celebrating everybody else around you, but not celebrating yourself, that's lopsided, boo. You're going to always feel like you chasing. You're going to always feel exhausted. You're going to always feel burnt out. You're going to always feel not enough. You're going to always feel like you're dropping the ball. You're going to always feel like you are 2 steps behind. And that is no way to be. So I want to invite you, implore you, almost low-key beg you to start showing gratitude for yourself. Create your victory map journal in any way that feels expansive to you, that doesn't feel like it's adding more to your life. If you already journal every night, at the end of that, write down 3 to 5 things that you are proud of yourself for. And smile when you say that shit. Don't be like, I made dinner. I took the kids here. No, I made dinner tonight. These kids ate. I took my kids to this practice when I didn't feel like it, but I did it with a joyous heart, or I did it with an unstank attitude. Maybe my heart wasn't all the way joyous, but at least my attitude wasn't stank. Say it with some joy, because if you don't say it with that joy, it's not going to register to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind going to be like, she's saying that she's proud of herself, but there's no emotion behind it. So she probably don't want it no more. Say it with emotion, no matter. I know that's going to feel stupid too, to be like excited about yourself, right? Who's excited about themselves? Like I am in a workshop and everybody else is like, woo! But you know, sometimes you get by yourself and you're like, woo. I need you to get that workshop in a group full of bomb women excited about yourself. That's what you need to stop feeling like you're dropping the ball. Because you're actually not dropping the ball. Be honest with you, you actually not dropping the ball. You actually not fucking it up. I mean, it takes a lot to fuck it up. It takes a whole lot to fuck it up. And many of us think we're fucking it up because we are, like I said, the reason why I always thought I was, because you're comparing yourself either to an outdated version of who you are, or you're comparing yourself to somebody else. Or here's a third caveat. You're comparing yourself to a version of yourself that has never existed. So yeah, you always feel like you're dropping the ball because you feel like you need to be an Instagram mom. But she got a housekeeper, and no shade, because I've had one of those. They are fabulous. But she's got a housekeeper, a personal assistant, and a nanny. And your husband works split shift. You might be working a split shift. Y'all got 3 kids that's got to be in different places. And you mad because your living room ain't clean all the time. Realistic, boo. So you feel like you dropping the ball because your living room ain't always clean. Did your kids eat? Victory. They got clean clothes to wear. Who cares if they at the bottom of a fucking basket? Do they have clean clothes to wear? Victory. Reframe that shit. Otherwise, it's going to drive you nuts. Absolutely batshit nuts. I want you to feel like you have it together more often than not. Because there are just going to be times where you're like, oh shit, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm going to need to pull back on that. There are going to be times like that. Like your entire life, realistically, cannot be in a space of unicorns, sprinkles, and rainbows. I mean, that's not life. Life is ebb and flow. Period. That's law of rhythm, ebb and flow. But can you have more flow? How do you get more flow? And how do you manage the ebbs? Be grateful for myself. That's where it starts off at. I know a lot of people teach you how to be grateful for everything else, but not really to be grateful for yourself. Be grateful for yourself. Start off there, where you are, what you're doing. Start there. And I guarantee you, if I was a betting woman, like if I was a casino girl, I would put money on the table to say that when you start to celebrate yourself, you start to feel less like you're dropping the ball and fucking stuff up. Like you're forgetting something, like you're behind, like you're not being a great mom. when you start celebrating where you are and what you're doing, like, I'm doing fabulous. So I want you to get to that space, and you can get to that space, and it's not going to be an overnight process. Again, if you've listened to the life dumping episode, which I think is the one before this, it's a process and it's baby steps, specifically when you are a mom, and depending on the stage of life that your kids are in. Like if your kids are not driving and you're pushing everybody back and forth everywhere and trying to check homework assignments, or, you know, even if you're homeschooling, just those pieces there, your day not straight. Let's not even mention if you work. Your day is not a straight day. So setting realistic pieces for yourself is going to be, again, that's something else. That's going to be paramount to your sanity, not your success, your sanity, to be realistic. And realistic doesn't mean that you don't have big goals, that you don't have big dreams, that you don't have big plans, that you don't plan on doing big things. It's just saying, in relation to where I am right now, this is my next step. As I gain momentum, get more support, things move upward, then I can go faster. But in this holy instant, this is where I am. All right. I'm not going to preach. I love y'all to pieces. I really do. And I hope this served somebody today. And I hope it set you free, because there is nothing more bondage than not feeling like you're good enough. Or hell, not feeling like you're enough, period, as a mom, as a wife, as a business owner, as an employee, as all the things, as a daughter, as an auntie. Like it takes so much joy from your life when you feel like you're not enough. And I want you to know that you are enough. You are. You are enough. You are enough. So, if you want to take this conversation further, I want to invite you. This is the purpose of my Simplify My Schedule one-day workshop here in Michigan and greater Metro Detroit area, is we take a full day, me, you, and 9 other fabulous women, and we go through the steps and process to build those action steps and those goals, and getting clear on where we are right now. And getting clear on where we are right now, and simplifying everything down, and creating order and systems in our life that allow us to pivot and track with ease in a way that works for your brain. Everything is customized. The system is customized. So I'm not giving you a plug and play. I can't do that. That's not how real people work. I can give you a framework, and I can help you to create your own plan, your own IEP. If you got kids that got IEPs, you know, individualized education plan. Yeah. Help you to create your own brand of IEP. So I look forward to seeing you there. The link to join in the fun is at the bottom in the show notes. If you have any questions, reach out. But until next time, stay weird, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and it freed you to see your life a bit differently. Make sure to check out those show notes in the description for a full rundown of today's episode with all the important links and resources. If you want weekly exclusive episodes with me personally, make sure to sign up for my Simplify My Life newsletter. I'd love to know what you enjoyed about this episode, so leave a review to let me know how I can continue to support you. So mama, I want you to know, you're doing much better than you think. You're further than you believe, and you're worthy to have it all. So until next time, stay weird and keep doing you, babe. Coming up next time on the We Ain't Normal show.
Then we move into maybe deeper perimenopause, sort of mid-40s or even late 40s. And we're beginning to notice a lot more changes. I divide out these symptoms into 3 groups: physical changes, emotional changes, and cognitive changes. Brain fog, short-term memory loss, forgetting words. So many women say, yeah, like you're beginning to think like, maybe I've got early onset dementia. What the hell is going on? Like, and it can range from, putting your car keys in the fridge to wondering why you walked into a room.
Want more of this episode? Make sure your podcast notifications are on and you're a part of the We Ain't Normal family by going to thecharmedlife.show to get weekly podcast updates and notifications. I'll see you there.